check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside. That's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up. That's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and our home team. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hold on a second. Ready.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. That's good.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Hold on a second. Ready. 180. Pull left.
Nick on 1st and 10. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Bombers. Olay.
2nd down. Nix. That caught Tony Pollard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass, and that will be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hold on a second. Ready.
Throwing. Nix exiting the pocket right. Taking off. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Hold on a second. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And the Caps are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Throwing right away, it's May. To the left side, and Adams has it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20-yard line.
On play action, here's May. Rolling right. That's thrown right side. But incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize.
York's kick is good. And the Caps will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Hold on a second. Ready.
To throw is Nix. He'll get this complete to Jerry Judy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd and 9.
Captain.
Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. That is Ferguson in motion. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, here's May. Forced out wide. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
A loss of 19 yards. It's 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The Cats ready to send this one away, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. On the quick slant, that's Judy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3.
Captain. Hold on a sec. Hey, Joe. Kill.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Hold on a sec.
They'll run here with Pollard. He'll get about 2. It was Odafe Oweh to make the play.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8.
Hold on a sec. Ole. Ready.
Back to throw is Nix. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. The man in motion is Watson. Throwing on second down. May. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one underneath to Mitchell. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That is Ferguson in motion. The man in motion is Watson. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And a great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Their own 20-yard line.
The man in motion is Watson. On 1st and 10, here's May. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Mitchell. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Taylor Rapp is there to stop him.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. The man in motion is Watson. Here's a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake, it's May. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it. Daniil Hunter in for the sack, and that's a Baker's dozen. 13 for the year. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now a screen. Here's Pollard.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hold on, set.
Play action now. It's Nix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Sinnott. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive and keep your offense on the field.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Nick's gonna throw for it. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
That is Ferguson in motion. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
McMillan comes in motion.
Hey, let's put it in. Good job. Good. 5. Crazy.
To throw on 1st down is May. And And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
May to throw on second down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
McMillan, the man in motion. Throwing on third down is May. He's got it! And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Mexico City, first down.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Crazy. What's that?
Now May forced to his right. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? Third and goal coming up. McMillan comes in motion.
Yeah, you're here, Trio. You're on the ball.
Man in motion, heading left.
Here we go, boys.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on third and short. From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on third and goal?
Here we go, sit up. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
The man in motion is Watson. He'll try and throw. Here's May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown pass. His 6th touchdown now for the season. On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it, and the Caps are on top. It's now 10-7.
Bison 7. Cade York to kick off.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. 25. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. Throw on the run is complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
A gain there of 23 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
A give up the middle for Mitchell. He'll manage only a couple. Brandon Jones comes up with the stop. A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The drive works. It's a carry by Pollard. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Maynard on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's May. Byron Murphy.
Well, this game's kind of turned into a rock fight. They're just kind of throwing the ball back and forth to each other, and now everyone just needs to take a deep breath, settle in, get a couple first downs, and just realize, all right, we're going to do some things on defense to give ourselves a chance. Now we got to maintain possession of the ball on offense and go get some points.
Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that's the first thought in your mind, running a play from the one. If you're the defense, trap them back behind the line, get a safety, and that's exactly what they do with the good stop there.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where the defense really understands what's coming. They know the offensive point of view is to just try to give themselves a little breathing room, move it away from the goal line, and in this case, they're able to capitalize, make the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
That's good for Mexico City. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. So this is where things get tricky. They work all week with the pass rush, Mike, to move the quarterback off his spot. They don't want these NFL quarterbacks in rhythm, hitting the top of their drop, and delivering the ball on time. But then the second component to that is you get them out there on the run, and it can really stress your coverage downfield. So nice job here, sticking with their guys, not giving any open targets downfield, and they force the incomplete.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Caps ready to send this one away. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
Now a handoff to Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Bombers. Almost set.
Throwing is Nix. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
To T.J. Hawkinson. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Almost. Motion. Ready. Captain.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
and he'll get about 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun. It's May. He's got room to roam. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. McMillan, the man in motion. They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet to the 5-yard line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Charbonnet. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse.
The wide receiver carrying on the end around. Byron Murphy on the tackle. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. It looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop instead.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Harrison Bryant Touchdown, Mexico City. His second rushing touchdown of the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Cats will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
York to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Hicks. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Nix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot.
Bombers.
Throw it. Nix. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On now comes the punt team for the Bisons, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9. It's a toss to the left, and it's Charbonnet. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's a win for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Terry.